Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Steve Salvatore. You've just heard about what cholesterol is and how to find out your cholesterol numbers. But why do you need to control your cholesterol? Well, the human heart's an incredibly powerful muscle. It serves as our internal metronome that beats 100,000 times a day without pausing and continues to beat non-stop until the day we die. Unfortunately, that day often comes as a direct result of heart disease. Both blood pressure and cholesterol play a big role in how your heart functions. The bad cholesterol, or LDL, can build up in your arteries, forming thick deposits called plaque. When too much plaque builds up, it can block blood flow. The result can be a stroke or a heart attack. 42-year-old Jillian Bennett was well on her way to being at high risk for heart disease. With an unhealthy diet and little exercise, her cholesterol levels were entering the danger zone. She was in need of some serious changes fast. And to help Jillian understand the effects that her life choices were having, Dr. Mehmet Oz used a little metaphor to explain how cholesterol and blood pressure work together to damage the heart.
So you've been redoing your house, but the remarkable thing is you've been spending more time on that house than your own body. And let's look at the analogies, because the metaphor is really clear. You've got 2x4s, they're like the bones in your body. You've got hinges here, they're like your joints. And we're gonna do that. We're gonna look one by one at just how similar your body is to your house and why you ought to be paying a lot more attention to the body. Come on. Imagine that this is the surface of your arteries, and we've got lots of them. There are a couple things that can hurt the surface. Feel that, it's pretty precious looking. So the most important thing is blood pressure.
Ah!
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, blood pressure does this to your arteries. It may not seem like it's a big deal because you got this whole surface.
Right.
But you do that twice, and it adds up. And if your blood pressure's high every day, it beats it over and over and over again, and it starts to build up enough cracks in your body that you gotta fix them. Now, here's the problem. Once you've got the holes, and it doesn't seem very traumatic when it's happening, because we all have it happening once in a while when something irritates us and gets us mad. But if you've got chronic high blood pressure and it's making,
I was gonna say, that's pretty traumatic, yeah.
But that's the reality. That's what's happening to us. Now you've got these holes, and the blood's trying to come by here, and you don't want it to go through there, so how do you fix the holes? Well, you need plaster in a house. In the body, you've got the equivalent. It's called cholesterol.
I thought cholesterol was bad.
Well, not all cholesterol is bad. In fact, cholesterol you need to survive. You've got good cholesterol and bad cholesterol. If you've got good cholesterol, you get a nice, smooth little repair like that.
Okay.
If you've got bad cholesterol, it goes in, and it doesn't quite do it,
Oh.
It doesn't quite get over the hole. And that unhealthy cholesterol forms a scab. That scab grows and closes off the blood supply to the heart, the brain, to the penis, to other parts of the body that are essential to your normal, healthy life. Now, how do you get the good cholesterol? You can't buy it in a store. The way you get it is by eating foods that have healthy fats in them, like olive oil or flaxseed oil or fish oils that have these rich, healthy fats in them. You don't want the fried and trans fats that make bad quality cholesterol, because then when it's up there, that lumpy, bumpy stuff, not only is it unsmooth and therefore prone to clot formation, but it breaks and cracks. And when it does that, it ruptures and you get strokes and heart attacks. That's the story of hardening of the arteries, so-called atherosclerosis.
What Dr. Oz is talking about is how bad fats damage your arteries. Take, for instance, your heart. Deep inside the veins that bring blood to your heart, a diet that is high in hydrogenated oil, or those potato chips you ate earlier today, can contribute to a small plaque that starts to grow on the inside walls of your arteries. Over decades, that small plaque gets larger and larger if we keep abusing our bodies with an unhealthy diet, little exercise, and too much stress, until one day, it ruptures. The body now sees it as a cut and wants to heal it by forming a scab. Using platelets, just like those little blue triangles you see, the scab ultimately blocks off the whole vessel. That frequently leads to a heart attack. Remember, if you have a family history of heart disease, you are at particularly high risk.